Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome to Season 2 of Vampyre Clan in ClanGen. In the last episode, Twilight Fade succumbed to his claw wound and died, leaving the clan in a deep state of grief. It made for a bittersweet moment when Ibis Freckle finally gave birth to her litter of 3 vampire kittens. Afterwards, Grandmaster Bluestar announced a new match between Bloomrise and Eagle Dawn. We are now picking up on the final turn of Greenleaf, and it is Moon 89, so let's dive in and take a look at what happens next. I am a little bit heartbroken at the direction things have taken, but this is apparently where we are at. So, Vampyre Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats, cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying, Grandmaster Bluestar managed to recover from her heat exhaustion, and then Bloomrise and Eagle Dawn broke up. I was so hoping they'd be able to make things work, but apparently that was not the case, and then Snapkit has gotten fleas. So, we need to take a look at their relationship to see what's going on there. Also, the kittens are now 1 moon old, so they look really cute. We'll get to them in a second, but let's take a look at Bloomrise and Eagle Dawn. So they both have half a bar of a romance, and typically I don't look at anything else except for the romance when we're talking about breakups. But considering they both have the same amount of romance, I'm going to say that it was an amicable breakup between the two of them. They mutually only took a moon apparently to realize that they did not want a relationship at this point in time, and they did not want to have kids with each other. So yeah, Bloomrise, I think we got a little taste of her independence in the last episode, and I think she feels as though this is going against that resolve she has to be more independent and build a stronger life for herself. She doesn't need to rely on anyone. She doesn't need to conform to what's expected of her. And Eagle Dawn, I think he's also feeling a little bit rushed because he has, he's only recently become a Mistwalker. It hasn't been that long really. And he hasn't even gotten a chance to really settle into life as a newly young adult before becoming a partner and becoming a father. So I don't think he wants to rush into any of that. But also I do think the two of them would have something against Ibis Freckle potentially whispering romance between the two of them for their relationship. We've already talked about it, but Bloomrise, she sees her father's enemy in Ibis Freckle, and Eagle Dawn sees his mother's murderer. So I don't think they would be too comfortable with Ibis Freckle being a whisper. So they have decided to call it quits. Now, Bluestar, I think, is going to get the message from both of them that they are not ready to be pushed into having another litter. And so it might be better for the clan to just focus on the 3 youngsters they currently have. And Bluestar might step back a little bit and say, okay, I won't rush you if this is not something that you are too keen for. She made the effort, she tried. I think she also maybe thought that having Bloomrise made it to Eagle Dawn would give her some sort of companionship, given that she has no other relatives in the clan right now. But Bloomrise obviously didn't want that, and Bluestar's saying okay. Now let's take a look at the kittens. So Pumpkin Kit, she looks so different. I feel like the cats from newborns to becoming 1 moon old, when their eyes open up, they get more vibrant and they oftentimes look very different in appearance. Pumpkin Tail looks very different right now. But her eyes have opened up. She has those beautiful bronze eyes, which neither of her parents do, and I'm wondering where she got this from. I don't know who else in the family tree has bronze eyes. By the way, this is Pumpkin Tail, who was Burnleaf's first ever mate, and the cat that Pumpkin Kit is named after. Bluestar, she has cobalt eyes. What other grandparents did you have? Hold on a second. I want to know if this was something she mutated or something she has in the family tree. Hazelpelt definitely did not have bronze eyes, and Quiet Flight has hazel eyes. So I don't know where she gets it from. It's a eye color she's mutated, but that's kind of cute. Nonetheless, she's quick to make peace apparently. So when her sister tells her to quieten up because she's causing too much noise, I feel like she closes her snout and says okay. And then we have Sunny Kit, who is also quick to make peace. Yeah, he doesn't get intimidated by his sister, his younger sister, but I feel like he agrees with her. He tries to entertain her so that she, hurries up and gets it over and done with. So even though he doesn't find her terrifying, he's like, okay, I'm so scared. I'll succumb to whatever you're saying. But okay, this is Sunny Kit. And then Snap Kit, who is oddly observant. So she's bullying oddly observant. I don't know how this is going to pan out as she gets older. She's Fleared too right now. But she has green-yellow eyes. I am actually thinking, now that the kittens are 1 moon old, my favorite might actually be drifting from Pumpkin Kit to Snap Kit. I actually like the coat of Snap Kit a little bit more than Pumpkin Kit. Snap Kit's coat has a similar sort of vibe going on to Fawn Nest. Now that I think about it, her uncle. So I don't know, I do like this appearance a little bit more. But okay, let's continue with our events. We'll go to the Medicine Cat Den. Grandmaster Bluestar was given moss as treatment for heat exhaustion, and then she recovered from that. Grandmaster Bluestar was given Poppy as treatment for grief-stricken. Master Quiet Flight was given Poppy as treatment for grief-stricken. Sunnytail was given Poppy as treatment for grief-stricken. Ibis Freckle was given moss as treatment for recovering from birth. Bloomrise was given Blackberry as treatment for bee sting. Eagle Dawn was given Plantain as treatment for fleas. And that is all we have going on right now. Let's jump over to relationships. I want to see if anything gives us an indication about what happened before they broke up. Like what led up to that. But let's have a look. Grandmaster Bluestar tells a story to Eagle Dawn, and Eagle Dawn suggests how to make it even better. Grandmaster Bluestar has a weird feeling about something Eagle Dawn said the other day. Okay, I'm wondering if Bluestar maybe told a story to Eagle Dawn about her own match back in the past with Burnleaf and how they navigated that, considering that Burnleaf was grieving for his dead mate. Maybe as a lesson for how Eagle Dawn might be able to approach his relationship with Bloomrise, because Eagle Dawn, he's quite inexperienced. Actually, for Bloomrise and Eagle Dawn, they were each other's first romantic experience. So I think this is maybe what Bluestar was telling him. But then afterwards, Bluestar was having a weird feeling about something Eagle Dawn said, and maybe Eagle Dawn didn't respond to it the way that she had hoped, or he had some doubts, and she tried to brush it off, but then it came back to her later on that actually, I don't know how Eagle Dawn is feeling about this. Burnleaf appreciates Grandmaster Bluestar telling him that he had a feather stuck to his face. Burnleaf got a bunch of clanmates up for morning stretches. Burnleaf is hiding behind a bush ready to pounce on Fawn Nest. Quiet Flight is prancing around in front of Bluestar. Quiet Flight, Sunnytail, and Ibis Freckle had a nice talk while eating. Fawn Nest makes a small sacrifice that benefits Master Quiet Flight. Sunnytail can't understand why clanmates like Sunny Kit so much. Sunnytail, you can't be jealous of your favorite son. You can't be jealous of your own son. Sunnytail convinces Sunny Kit to help him pull a prank on a clanmate. Look, and then his bonding. He looked at his child and was like, why are you so likable? But you know what? I like you, so let's go pull a prank on someone. Ibis Freckle said something that rubbed Pumpkin Kit the wrong way. I almost wonder, and then look at that. Ibis Freckle is having a certain reaction, or Pumpkin Kit is having a certain reaction to her mother, and her sister Snap Kit is having a different one. Snap Kit does something endearing which surprises Ibis Freckle. And you know what? Snap Kit is, she's oddly observant. So I wonder if Pumpkin Kit, obviously the kittens would be raised not being told about their mother's dark side, but Pumpkin Kit, she might be a little bit more, I think, open in the way she finds Ibis Freckle odd and she doesn't like it. But Snap Kit might actually notice that her mother is not quite normal, that she's a bit unhinged, so she tries harder to please her mother. I feel like this might be the dynamic between sisters. Master Quiet Flight guides Fawn Nest to someone he's looking for. Pumpkin Kit uses one of Fawn Nest's fears against him. Sunny Kit did an embarrassing prank on Bloomrise's friend. Bloomrise had a spat with Sunny Kit over a piece of prey on the fresh kill pile. And then Bloomrise and Eagle Dawn broke up. I saw nothing on Bloomrise's end. I feel like Eagle Dawn was the one who felt too young for this, and despite the conversation he had with his grandmother, Blue Star, he just couldn't resolve it within himself to become a father this quickly, or a partner to anyone. And he thought about it, and then he decided to have a talk with Bloomrise, and they both kind of agreed that the best decision for them was to break up. Yeah. Eagle Dawn, and then look, it seems as though the breakup has actually helped them in their friendship, because straight afterwards, Eagle Dawn and Bloomrise had a race, and Eagle Dawn won. That is actually so nice. It's very refreshing to see no bad blood between them. Pumpkin Kit thought Eagle Dawn was very polite today. Pumpkin Kit, Blue Star, and Ibis Freckle had a nice talk while eating. Sunny Kit pretends not to see Fawnest cough up a hairball. Snap Kit spent the day arguing with Fawnest about whether he stole something from Snap Kit, and that is all we have for events. Now let's take a look at the cat list. We have quite a few cats down actually. Grandmaster Blue Star gives a particularly rousing speech at a clan meeting. Master Quiet Flight is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Sunnytail almost choked on his prey. Ibis Freckle feels exhausted after mediating so many arguments. Fawnest enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Bloomrise saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Eagle Dawn wishes he was still in his nest sleeping. Burnleaf wishes Quiet Flight would stop bothering him. Pumpkin Kit is screaming because she can. Sunny Kit has taken up the role of guarding the fresh kill pile from cats, wanting an extra piece, and is taking his job very seriously. Snap Kit wants to join the hunting patrol but can't. And that is all we have for the cat list. Now let's go ahead and see what we get done in our patrols. We currently have 54.3 prey, we only need 21.5, so food is not an issue. We again have these 3 cats that we are sending out. We've got Eagle Dawn, Bloomrise, and Fawnest. I do really like the fact that Eagle Dawn and Bloomrise were able to make a very actually mature decision about their match and their relationship and move on from that. Unlike the relationship we have with Ibis Freckle and Sunnytail, they never had any sort of feelings for each other for a long time. I think they would have rather not been in that relationship, but they stayed. They didn't do anything to get out of it. They didn't speak up. They kind of just left it cold for a long, long time. And I feel like even when they had their kids, it was dealt with very coldly. So I think it's very mature of these cats who are a lot younger to do something like this, to make such a mature decision. But okay, let's send them out and see what they get up to. The patrol devolves into ghost stories, putting everyone on edge. Proceed. Despite the tense mood, the patrol is successful, and as the afternoon wears on, the cats relax with each other. Okay, that is really good. Again, proving the fact that there is no bad blood between them. Everyone is feeling really good about their decision. They are feeling really good about their decision, and I think it has brought them closer as friends. But okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.